Howdy, howdy, everybody, and welcome to FS25. And the map is Silverrun Springs. This is a map that was, I think it originally came out on FS25. But they have brought it over to FS26, or I'm sorry, originally was on FS22, and it just came out today on FS25. So we've got a little bit of equipment, not too much. So we got our flatbed, we got our semi to pull said flatbed. We've got a tree harvester, this guy right here. We've got our tried and true Mercedes, and then we got a mulcher on the back, and then we've got one more trailer. The trailer we have, the other trailer we have is for transporting logs. So let's actually go grab that trailer because we're actually going to need it before we need this trailer again. Which I had actually already moved it up to. Sorry, I got a sneeze coming. Sorry about that. I already moved it up to the sawmill, and I said it's actually going to be the trailer we're going to need next. So disconnect and drop the flatbed and grab our logging trailer. So our goal for this map is to build the roller coaster. So in order to build the roller coaster, we are going to need all kinds of logs turned into different things. So we actually have purchased. Let me pull the map up. The lumber mill that's right here. Let's go ahead and visit it and show it to you. So as long as things work the way they did in 22, in order to load the sawmill, you actually just back your trailer into the water here, and it will, and then you unload the trailer, and it will automatically pick the logs up right out of the water. There's a couple different ways you can do that. You can either, like I said, just back into the trailer or into the water. What I actually would do sometimes is build a bridge right across here to drive across and drop the logs right in the water. Either which way works. You could possibly get your truck right here on the edge and unload straight into the water from there. That's a possibility too. But yeah, we're just going to jump right in. We're going to get, actually, first and foremost, let's go to the roller coaster and let's see what all we need. So we're going to need beams, planks, long planks, floor tiles, metal, staircase railing starting out. So let's go ahead and, all right. So planks, activate. Long planks, activate. Wood beams, activate. Now, obviously, we currently don't have any logs in the sawmill yet, but we're going to get started on that. But we also got to do metal, which to do the metal, we are going to have to build a production point. Where we're at right now, we can't build one down here, but well, theoretically we could if we own some land down here, but we don't. But Let's see, production. Let's see. I mean, I would expect it to be here in the production. Um, there we go. Iron furnace. So we'll have to have land large enough to put this on. Um, so that's a pretty good size factory. So we will have to have large enough land for that. Now there is already a mine shaft on the map, and it produces the iron already, and it's free for us to get. Now, it is a pretty good ways up. Um, let's go ahead and take a look. And of course, it's time for my computer or my game to save. All right, it is over here, and so there's a rock crusher. But here is the mine, iron mine, and there is a front loader and a it's not a dump truck, but you know, serves as a dump truck. Um, I'm brain farting on what it's called. These are part of the map. I mean, they're here to be. We can use them, but they're not ours. So, but this is where we'll be coming to get the iron. More than likely, what will end up happening is I'm just going to get a trailer for putting behind the semi to haul it around. But that's going to be a ways before we get there. Because if you look at our bank account, we actually are pretty light on the wallet. Our finances were we got a $300,000 loan, and we only got $3,000 in the bank. So we really need to get to work. So, one more thing, farmland. We own the area around the lumber mill, and then we own essentially it's field 8 or farmland 8. Uh, this one's got this is going to be our starting point, anyways. This is where we are going to be building a house, building a garage shop for storage, and like I said, this is just going to be where we're start. That's where we're going to be building out at. So we're going to get to it. I think I'm going to just throw some music on and get to work. But let's scroll in a little bit, make it a little easier for me to see underneath the tree branches. And it's good enough setup. So. So, one thing, I've got things set up on my mouse to make things a little bit easier on me for doing this. I've got the auto alignment button set up for one of my one of my buttons, side buttons, and cut on the other button. Now, okay, yeah, we already set up for 6 meters. 6 meters is about the right length. I wonder. I didn't think so. If I want to harvest those trees, I think I have to do those by hand, which we do not currently have. A chainsaw, if we're going to do it, we'll have to get one. But and the only reason why I would harvest those trees is just for the room. I don't know if in this version in 25, if those trees are low in the total liters of wood that's in them compared to these trees. I don't know. Something we'll have to figure out. I mean, if they're just by the mass of the trees, if they've got a lot of lumber in them, I mean, yeah, it'd be worth it. Otherwise, not so much. All right. Well, like I said, we are planning on building our house. We're going to build a shop over here. Probably equipment storage of some sorts too. So we're going to have to clear the land, anyways, or at least make enough section for that equipment or stuff. And so. That's one of the downsides of being downhill from a tree you're cutting. Causes harvester to try to go down with the auto alignment, but with being below the tree, it will automatically try to lower down, so it just makes things a bit of a hassle. So, but we're going to keep working at this. I'll bring it back when I get my trailer full, and we'll go empty it out. So, alrighty. So we got our first load of logs, and we're headed over to drop them off into the sawmill. Apparently I forgot to turn the time back on when I first started up, but I did fire it up shortly after I paused it, so I haven't been running too long. This is a relatively small trailer, and well, I've got larger trailers available that I could use for timber. But the reason why I went with this trailer instead of one of the larger ones, this trailer is a little bit easier to get in and out of tight areas. And so hence why we're using it instead of one of the bigger trailers. But let's get back in here. And don't want to go too deep. Let's get a little bit over. All right. There went the warning of don't drive too deep, which I'm fine with. And of course, gotta save. So, all right. Well, so it doesn't have the same animation that it had during or on FS22, and that it would automatically load, or it would actually show it pulling the logs out of the water, running it up the conveyor. But that's okay. So that's put us about a third. Well, actually, just a hair over a third of what this plant will handle. Now, we are going to have, or we've got, like I said, we've got planks, long planks, and the wooden beams being produced. Once it starts spitting out pallets, we will be swapping trailers to haul the planks and the beams down to the roller coaster. After that, after we get this full, well, we'll have to see what we can do then. We could always take excess down to the other sawmill that is on the map. Let's pull that one up. There's another sawmill that is way down here. We could sell them here and then purchase whatever we need to take over to the roller coaster. Now, let's jump back down here. So, the floor tiles and the staircase railings. The floor tiles are produced. No, this one. The flooring factory. Um, we don't have the money to buy it yet, obviously. So that's one factory we're going to have to get. And let's see, is it this one? Yep, wood turner. Wood turner is the next one we'll have to buy, and that's going to be for the railings. So that's 80,000. It's going to be a bit before we can afford to buy that. Either one. And we also have to build the furnace to convert the iron to metal. So, but we're going to keep working at it. Tell you what, I'm going to load up the trailer again. We're going to get the sawmill full, and then we're going to have a full load on the trailer to see what else we can get accomplished. So I'm going to keep it at it, and I'll bring it back here shortly. I figured while I had a load on the truck, I figured I'd show you guys this way of unloading um, into the water. Now, definitely see a couple logs getting stuck. Hopefully, hopefully they'll end up rolling down in there. But yeah, this is one of the spots you can load from. At least you could in 22. So we'll see if it'll collect them from here. Let's get the truck off the tracks just in case a train comes by. And we will see what it loads. It looks like it grabbed all the logs. Double check. Even the ones that were up on toward the top. So yeah, it grabbed them all. So that is one way you can do it. That way you don't run the risk of drowning your truck out. So we are currently sitting 86,000 liters of wood, and that's out of a maximum. And of course, it's time to save again. That is out of a maximum of 110. So now, one of the beauties of this sawmill is you can load up that water all you want with logs, and as long as they're in the water, it will uh, whenever you trigger it, it will load up and keep it full. Now, granted, it is going to be it doesn't auto load like 22 did, but I don't know if that's something that they're going to patch or not. I don't know. This map just came out today, so but we'll see. So I'm going to keep at it, and I mean, as you can see, time-wise, it didn't take me too long to load up the trailer. So, but we are running into we've got a bunch of these. Actually, I forget what these kinds of trees are. Great sequoias. So there's a bunch of these trees here. Oh wow. Um, those trees would be worth it to load. One tree is 44,000 liters versus these trees over that we can load is 5,000 liters. So yeah, those are worth it. We just got to figure out a way to harvest them. I don't know. Let's take a look. I don't know if this harvester here, I don't know if it will do the grit squares. That's a steep price tag to try with. Uh, Otherwise, we might end up having to do it by chainsaw. If we have to do it by chainsaw, that's going to take quite a bit of time. Now, the other option, actually, I don't know. I don't know that that's going to be wide enough. I was going to say the other option is something like these guys, but I don't know if that's big enough to process one of these trees. So it might be a chainsaw and drag it over to the sawmill. The other option is mulcher attachment that I've used on the Mercedes. That might end up being the only way we can do it, but that would be going straight into making wood chips, not usable timber. So, but we're going to keep at it with um, loading up, and actually I think this next load is going to go. We're going to take it somewhere else to process, or well, to sell basically. So, but so all right, I'll bring it back after I. Alrighty, so we got ourselves one more load of timber, and we are going to take it to a different location. Now, I am actually half tempted to take out a loan in order to, or extend my loan that I have, in order to buy out the floor tile and the spinnery, or it's not spinnery, but wood turner, so that we have all the wood products available for us for the roller coaster. Having a brain fart there, but I'm considering doing that. Actually, you know what? I think I will go ahead and do that. Let's get down to the turner. We'll buy it before we unload. Like I said, let's get down there real quick. Now, one thing I am going to have to look into, see if they have the collectibles on this map too. Because if they do, that is a source of income that we can use. And I'm trying to remember the easiest way to get into the wood turner. Beings that were truck and trailer, it's not the easiest to get in there, if memory serves me correctly. But take out. So, doesn't hold nearly as much as a sawmill does, but that's to be expected. This is a much smaller plant or production point. So let's next go over to the floor tiling, and we'll get that one. Hopefully, I think we got enough money that we can get both of them. You gonna run that stop sign there, bud? So that's one thing I've noticed with traffic. Um, they don't care about street signs. And you would think that this truck, with a load of, even though we're not even full, but even with a load of logs, would push a car out of the way. It don't. That's what we got. Yes. All right. Ooh, so we actually have to bring planks here. So that's all right. We'll bring planks down once we start producing some, which we actually do have some going. But actually, let's go ahead and run these. Oh, wow, school bus. We're going to run the rest of these logs over to the other sawmill, and we will sell these logs off there. That way, we got a little bit of money back in the bank. And we might actually buy a couple pallets of planks just so we can get started on making floor tiles. So, but, uh, but yeah, I think I'm going to cut this episode here. It's been kind of a longer episode than I've been doing here lately. But I want to say thank you all for watching, and I hope to catch you guys next time. Take care and have yourselves a wonderful day.